The ethical war. Should we even do this? Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Science of Age Reversal series. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. That single sentence sits at the heart of nearly every scientific breakthrough that has changed the course of humanity, for better or for worse. And when it comes to reversing aging, we've arrived at that same crossroad. The research is accelerating. The breakthroughs are real. The dream of extended life is quickly becoming a protocol, not a fantasy. But beneath the excitement is a growing wave of resistance from ethicists, philosophers, spiritual leaders, and scientists themselves. And their message is clear. Slowing death may be progress, but erasing it entirely. That may be a boundary we were never meant to cross. This is the ethical war of the age reversal era, not about what's possible, but about what's right. Because aging is not just a biological issue, it's a social structure, a spiritual right, and a philosophical anchor that gives life its shape. The very idea of mortality has defined human behavior since the beginning of civilization. Our art, our love, our urgency, our legacy, all of it has been shaped by the reality that we don't live forever. Change that, and everything else changes too. Let's start with the medical ethics. Many scientists argue that longevity research should be focused not on extending life endlessly, but on extending health span. The goal should be to reduce suffering, to eliminate age-related disease, to help people stay mobile, mentally sharp, and independent for as long as possible, not to chase some fantasy of eternal youth. Why? Because the moment you make immortality the goal, you enter dangerous territory. Suddenly, death becomes the enemy instead of the teacher. Vulnerability becomes shameful. Aging becomes a failure. And the human experience becomes a problem to be fixed instead of a mystery to be lived. Even within the scientific community, this debate is fierce. Some believe it's unethical not to pursue age reversal because aging leads to disease and disease leads to suffering. If we have the tools to prevent that suffering, they say, how can we morally justify not using them? But others warn that intervening too deeply in the natural aging process could have catastrophic unintended consequences, biologically, socially, and psychologically. What happens when life has no natural endpoint? How do we process grief? How do we evolve emotionally if the death of loved ones no longer punctuates our timeline? There's also the issue of resource ethics. The treatments being developed right now are incredibly expensive. Many of them are being tested in private clinics on elite patients. If these therapies succeed, but remain inaccessible to the majority of humanity, then we create a new kind of caste system, one where the poor grow old and die, and the rich reset their clocks indefinitely. That's not just unethical, that's inhumane. It violates the basic principle of medicine, to heal all who suffer, not just those who can afford it. From a sociological standpoint, life without aging also disrupts the structure of society itself. Retirement becomes obsolete. Inheritance patterns break. Job markets stall. Generational shifts disappear. Political and corporate power becomes locked in place. If people don't leave, new ideas don't rise. The system gets stuck in the hands of those who already own it. And that's not evolution. That's stagnation disguised as progress. Then we come to the spiritual realm, the one rarely spoken about in boardrooms or scientific papers, but silently felt by billions around the world. In many belief systems, death is not the enemy. It's a sacred passage, a homecoming, a transformation. It's what gives meaning to the soul's journey through this realm. If we erase that ending, or delay it beyond recognition, what happens to the sacred contract between soul and body? If we remove death from the cycle, do we interrupt the soul's evolution? Do we trap consciousness in a loop of repetition, addiction to youth, obsession with self-preservation? What if aging itself was never a problem, but a portal? What if the purpose of life isn't to last forever, but to awaken fully while we're here? Because the deeper danger of this movement isn't just technical, it's existential. The pursuit of immortality can easily become a distraction from the inner work of becoming whole. We think if we fix the body, we'll feel better. If we stay young, we'll be happy. If we add years, we'll finally do what we're meant to do. But what if the answer isn't more time? It's more presence. What if the real reason we fear death is because we haven't fully lived? That's the spiritual fork in the road. Extend life because you value it, not because you're running from it. Use science to reduce suffering, not to erase the soul's curriculum. Don't try to bypass the cycles of life and death. Understand them. So, should we pursue age reversal? Yes, but only with wisdom. Only with equity. Only with consent. Only with reverence. We must make space for both science and soul. For both progress and pause. For the understanding that just because we can reprogram cells doesn't mean we understand why they were programmed to decay in the first place. If we go forward without ethics, we may gain years, but lose humanity. And the question won't be whether we succeeded in cheating death. The question will be whether we forgot what life was meant to be in the first place. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SoS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future, Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems, The Behavioral Economy Now Governs Access. 4. Hive Mind, Synthetic Telepathy and Collective Algorithmic Control. 5. Nanobots Inside You, Medical, Military, and Programmable Intrusions. 6. Grief Tech, AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading Your Mind, Consciousness Transfer and Data-Based Identity. 8. Deep Fakes plus AI Clones, The Replication of Reality and Identity Theft. 9. Quantum Humans, The Merger of Biology with Quantum Systems. 10. Digital Afterlife, Where Your Data Goes When You Die. 11. Resurrection Science, Reviving Life Through Synthetic Methods. 12. Immortal Science, The End of Death as We Know It. 13. Longevity Science, Gene Editing, Anti-Aging, and Bio-Upgrades. 14. Designer Babies, Engineered Perfection Before Birth. 15. Artificial Wombs, Birth Decoupled from the Female Body. 16. 3D Printing, Printing Organs, Limbs, and even humans. 17. The Humanoid Era, The Rise of Synthetic Beings Among Us. 18. Legacy Humans, The Slow Phase-Out of Unmodified Analog People. 19. Smart Cities, Algorithmic Environments That Watch and Decide. 20. Cloud-Based Societies, Citizenship Without Borders or Bodies. 21. Hackable Humans, Emotion, Memory, and Behavior Under Code. 22. Biometric Scanning, Your Body is Your Password and Your Prison. 23. Sex Tech, Intimacy Reprogrammed by Machines. 24. Extinction of Gender, Fluidity, Deletion, and Design of Identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SoS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.